Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the unboxing of the Bloggie Sport. I actually put a video up of my test for the sound-ish. I didn't mean to put that up, but some of you watched it, and one person wanted me to do the macro mode because he was thinking about buying this, so I will. Now, let's go over this unboxing. It comes in a very nice, beautiful cell phone looking like case, something almost equal to Apple's, I think, small and slim. So as you can see there, this is a Sony Bloggie. Your color will not always be the color in the front. Says that it's waterproof. Bloggie Sport right there. It just shows you sharing it on Facebook, YouTube, and all these other sites. It's capable for Macs and PC, and it has a little USB arm which is quite stable. Now that's just another picture. Now if you open it, you just open it by just slicing the bottom seal here, which I already did for the sake of the video. So let's open it. And once you open it, there's going to be a sign here, and it says wonderfully simple, and you're just going to open it kind of like a door. And here's your beautiful Sony Bloggie. Now I have opened this before, but this is the exact same packaging. It has a little sticker in the front protecting the screen and the camera. I did get the red version because if I film underwater, it's pretty easy to see underwater, the red, because it's bright. Let's say if you drop it, you probably won't though. It's a very nice, this back feels like a CD, if you know what I mean, at the top of your CD. It has the nice logo brand of Sony right there. Your LED is located right here, and your camera has a little protective film that you have to take off, and it has the brand Bloggie Sport right on here. It has a tripod hole here at the bottom and two wrist strap which comes with it that you just put here at the bottom with either sides, whichever one you want. Now, you might go, okay, now how do I hook up to my computer? Well, there's this little latch right here where you pull it back. No, I think, yeah, you pull it back to close it, and you push it forward to open it. It has a little spring. It springs open, and you just pull the USB latch open, which is right there. So just pull that back and that flicks open. Now, the USB arm is pretty sturdy, but I won't recommend plugging it right into your computer because it will eventually bend it. And they do supply you the little extension cord, which you'll plug it in there. As so. You just plug it in. That's what it looks like, and you just plug it into your computer, and that shouldn't break your USB arm. Now, once you shoot underwater pictures or want it to be dustproof, make sure to close this properly, and you're going to see a little yellow tag. Make sure the yellow tag is unseeable, like you can't see it. That means it's closed properly. Now, the Sony Bloggie has three major buttons. You got your recording button, your camera picture, and your on and off button, which turns on very fast. So you can see it's already turned on, and it does adjust to which way you do it. Now, as you can see on the screen, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it, sorry, but you're going to be able to see some. There's a little button right here for an LED light. You push that, and there we go. Now my face is lit up a little bit more because of that LED. Is super bright, and it's great filming in the dark if it's something up close, but it's not like night vision. So let's turn that off. You can zoom in here with the option here, but I don't suggest doing that. Just walk up closer to it because it really screws up your pixels and everything is not that great. Quickly talking about the image size, you have the option to do photo size in 5 megapixels, 3, and 0.4 megapixels. For movies, you can do 180 p at 30 frames a second, 720p at 60 frames, and 720p at 30 frames a second, and 270 30 frames a second. Sorry, screwed up on that part. Now, with your 1080p at 30 frames a second, you're only going to get about 42 minutes of video time, which is not that long, but if you're going back every day, this is a good camera for you. 720p at 60 frames a second will get you about an hour and 20 minutes. And this one should get you about, the 720p 30 frames would get you about, it said here, let's check. It says 2 hours and 4 minutes. So that's what it would get you. And the other one says 9 hours, but I'm not sure about that. The battery life will sure not last that long. Now, the 60 frames a second and the 30 frames, you would want the 60 frames if you're doing sports, so it's not so, how can I explain this? So it doesn't go like that, so it's more like that. It's easier to see, and it's great for slow-mo. But I shoot in 1080p when I want to. The camera button, you just push this little top one right here. while you're taking a video, and it'll take a picture while you're taking a video. And now the camera takes very great photos, and the playback on this is fine, but here are the mic hole right there. If you can kind of see, hold on, there we go, right there. The audio is terrible. You can barely hear it on full, so don't review and listen on this if you don't have to. That's all I suggest. And I'll show you picture quality. Maybe I'll put one in there. And you got an underwater mode, so you can hit that one, and you're gonna hit on, and then it's gonna tell you to close that little latch that I did earlier on the side. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, you can kind of see it now. It just tells you to close the latch properly, and there should be a little fish right up there. Now, camera battery life doesn't last that long. That's the only thing I don't like about it, and that you can't get more external memory by putting it in an SD card, which I'm not great fan of, but this is something really great if you want to go snorkeling with or anything. But they said something about putting it in the water, in fresh water, after for about 60 seconds to clean it. You can share very easily. You have a self timer for only 10 seconds, and your language settings are English, French, and Spanish. Those are your three, and I am surprised they did not include Japanese because it's Sony. Let's continue with the box, though. Turn off very fast. Let's continue with the box. After you take off this little top part here, this little black thing that takes it, you're going to pull this part out, and it's just going to give you some pamphlet and your two other accessories, which are right here. They're going to give you Sony, basically warranty, European warranty, and the only two major thing you need to look is this one, which is the starter, easy sport setup, which shows you how to share on your onto your computer, and this one's in French and Spanish. So look for this one when you get it, because that will tell you. Now, when you want to charge it, this is a little weird. When you want to charge it, so normally, again, just push that open, pull this back. When you want to charge it, it must be off, then you can charge it. There's a little indicator light over here, right there, by that little crack, that turns orange. And that's how you can charge. But if your Bloggie's on, that's how you transfer files. So if your Bloggie's on, you can transfer files, but it won't charge. So you have to turn it off if you want to charge it. I find that a little weird. But anyways, I can live with that. It has a 1-year warranty on everything. And it gives you a little layout on the stuff here. So yeah, I bought this at the Canadian store, and it got from Ontario to here in about 5 business days, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. The look of the camera is really great. If you guys want me to post an underwater test video, which I'll probably do, because there's no one else on YouTube yet, and this one other guy did a review on this, but yeah, I'm not ready to do a review. This is more of an unboxing and first look at it. So yeah, it's a very nice sturdy camera, and the last thing I'd like to mention is that if you put your tripod on and you film like this, you're going to get the portrait mode, which will cover you and have the black bars, as you can see sometimes with the iPhone. Now, if you hold it this way, there should be no problem. So make sure if you have a tripod, make sure you can turn it on your tripod to adjust it. And most tripod can do this if it's not the super cheap one that you get from Deal Extreme. That's pretty much for the Sony Bloggie Sport. It can go down to 5 meters. I think it's like 5 feet, shockproof. It's dust proof as long as you keep this little latch closed, or you're kind of screwed if you don't. Build quality is really great. It has a nice weight to it, and everything is really